I, boys and girls, get a lot of questions about what I take with me to the woods, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, it varies depending on where I'm hunting, what I'm hunting, and what I have to hunt with at that particular day. But I'm just going to go ahead and give you a rundown of what I stereotypically do take with me to the woods. I'm going to tell you what bow I'm going to be taking with me this evening, but obviously that varies because I like shooting different bows, arrows, and broadheads, and all that good jazz. But as far as saddle, backpack, camo, all that good jazz, we're going to give you a rundown on that. First things first, definitely a big fan of the Badlands stuff, not just because of quality, but because of the warranty as well. And since it's going to be a tidbit nipply this evening, which the temperature is literally dropping as we speak, so sorry if I feel like I'm rushing because I am. I'm going to be running the Rise Pro pants, which is kind of a mid-season. It's not super thick, but not super thin. Ton of freaking pocket options, waterproof, but in case you like to slip and slide. And this Rise Pro hoodie is absolutely perfect for this kind of weather. As the name implies, it is a hoodie because it has a hood, and it's also a half zip, which is really nice because a lot of times I get pretty crispy walking to the stand and I need some ventilation. This is their new GT pattern, which I have really been digging on it because it was pretty much made for people in the southeast as far as our background goes, and it works really well. I've pretty much got every piece of Badlands for every season, early, obviously mid, and late, but we're not going to talk about that today because I'm not using it today. As far as what's in my backpack, or hanging off of it I should say, the pack I'm actually running is unfortunately discontinued. They do have a similar pack, I can't remember which one it is. This is the Badlands Scout. This is a pack I used for probably the past 2 years. It does not have a whole lot of storage, but it has just enough to carry anything you really need, especially if you're hunting off your porch like I am. For my saddle platform, I've got the Tethered XL. This is just their standard, cheapest aluminum one that they have. As far as, oh yeah, that's important. For filming, I have this Lone Wolf pocket arm. This is the 29-incher, and let me tell you something, it is an absolute game changer for self-filming or just filming in general. I've got it paired with the Painted Arrow FH1 fluid head. It works really good. It holds the Sony a7 III that I've got right here that I'm using to film this video perfectly. Even with my 75 to 300 millimeter lens, it has no problem holding it. When you get this thing strapped down to the tree, it is not going anywhere. This is one of my favorite pieces I've gotten to play with this year so far. Now y'all don't laugh, but I wanted something that I wasn't going to lose in the woods if I dropped it. This is the Phoenix. I forgot which one it is, but basically my buddy Chris ended up buying one for me because he got tired of me using his all the time. And he asked me what color I wanted, and I said something I can see in the woods, and by God, he got me a unicorn. I don't care what color it is as long as it helps me see my deer when I shoot it. Inside my pack, I'm actually going to have my 11mm tethered rope. A lot of people are going to say, well, why don't you have it on your saddle? It's because I only got one pouch, and I really don't want to put any more stuff on my saddle, and that pouch is pretty much what I use, not pretty much, it is what I use for just my lineman's rope, because that's the first thing I need going up a tree. Let's see, what else have I got in here? A couple of empty bottles of water, if you know, you know. And of course some full bottles of water as well. Yes, I know it's tinking, it's because I'm rattling around, just calm down. I know a bunch of people say, it's too loud, shut up. Something else you don't stereotypically see in somebody's gear pack is a thermal monocular. And no, it's not what you think, because obviously I'm bow hunting, it wouldn't be a whole lot of help anyways. It's actually for deer recovery, which using any kind of thermal imaging device is perfectly legal in the state of Georgia. So if I shoot a deer and the blood runs out, and I just want to, walk through the woods scanning, because obviously the body heat's still there, this is going to pick it up and sometimes help you recover your animal. Also, I ain't going to lie, considering what I have to walk through to get back to my cabin from my stand, in the dark, I do like to scan the field just to see if there's any deer out there so I don't bust them out, so I can figure out if I need to take the long way home. And the meat and potatoes right here are going to be the Tethered Phantom saddle, Lord. So basically, when you buy a Tethered Phantom saddle, you're literally just buying the saddle and you build it however you want. You can add as many pouches as you want, which, like I said earlier, I just run one pouch, and it's got my which one is it? Lineman's rope for going up the tree. Duh. That's going to be the first thing I can get to in my hauler, and then right below that is going to be my HYS strap, which goes around the tree, and I can hang my backpack, my bow, and anything else I need. I do run the Ropeman on both my lineman and my tethered. If you don't know what a Ropeman is, research it. Especially if you're a saddle hunter and you're tired of playing with Prusik knots, you'll send me a Christmas card. Trust me, it's well worth the $60-something a piece. Every saddle hunter knows that if you get to the stand and realize you forgot these, you've pretty much had a bad day. I know a lot of people have some dirty jokes when it comes to these things, but I don't really care how dirty of a joke it is. I'm not forgetting them, because swinging in a tree without these things, it's not fun. You just want to go home almost. And as far as bino harnesses go, I've been running this one since they came out last year and a half ago, somewhere right in that ballpark. This is the Easy harness from Badlands, and I absolutely love this jewel. There's no magnets on it, so it's easy access to get to your binos. Now I say there's no magnets. There's no magnets on the actual bino harness itself. The add-on, which is the RF mag case, it does have a retractable magnet case right here to get to your binos. That's backwards. That needs to get flipped around. But to be perfectly honest with you, even though this does have a magnet, and I'm not a huge fan of magnets because they typically snap sometimes, and it's really quiet out here in the Georgia woods, except today because it's windy. But a lot of times it makes some unnecessary noise. But this one's actually pretty easy to control, so not really a game deal breaker there, whatever I'm trying to say. For release, I'm running the Stand Onyx Click. I have been for a hot minute. I've got tens of thousands of shots on this thing actually. Hasn't let me down, killed quite a few deer with it, so I'm going to stick with it. These are the Alpen Optics Chisos 12x50s. Been really digging these, especially in low light conditions. Got my Hardy's face paint right next to my Allen keys, which I really don't hardly ever need them in the woods, but it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them, so I'm going to have them. Just for fits and giggles, I'll go ahead and let you know about the rig I'm taking with me tonight. This is my Prime RVX34 Threads Custom Bowstrings. Yes, that is a shiny riser. It's called Prism with white limbs. Yes, I've hunted with it for over a year now, killed tons of animals with it. Got the Prime Shift Lock Quiver. Currently running some Maxima Red SDs. Are these SDs? Yeah, these are the Maxima Red SDs. 300 spine from Carbon Express. Shot a couple deer with them so far, and I've got a barrage of different broadheads in there. It looks like I got a Wreck, I got a Sever, and I've got, what is that? Oh, an Executioner 2-blade. So a lot of cutting diameter in that little quiver right now. Typically I'm a Hamskea guy, but had to switch over to a QAD for this bow because of a secret I can't tell y'all right now, but you'll see that video hopefully probably in December. Currently running the Dialed Proof on this bad boy. This is definitely quickly becoming one of my top 2 favorite sights of 2024-2025. Couple Conquest stabilizers on the front and back, and Lord, she is just minty. Oh, what am I forgetting? Oh, I'm missing some stuff in here. Yeah, where's my painted arrow stuff? Hold on, wait a second. Right where I left it, in my backpack. Sorry about that. This is the Painted Arrow micro arm. Little booger right here, basically attached to anything, including your tethered when you're in the saddle. Really love this thing because I can throw my phone on there and film for reels, or I can throw it on sideways and film for YouTube. So it's a secondary camera, typically facing at me. Also, it's really nice just to have something right there where you can scroll and leave your phone. And look, nope, no deer. Oh, back to scrolling. Alright, boys and girls, that's enough of this mess. I'm going hunting because I've had a lot of new deer show up, and I want to get a closer look at them in the bed of my truck, preferably.